Hi, my name is Paula Kasikas and I'm here from Australia today on behalf of the Michael Jackson Worldwide Network, or MJWN as we're better known, a Michael Jackson worldwide fan club based in the UK. Now I'm excited and honoured as we've got with us today Chinese star Ayi Jihu, who like me happens to be a huge Michael Jackson fan. She's kindly agreed to answer some questions for us and share her love of Michael and the fans.
Hi Paula, nice to meet you, and it's my honor to be talking about Michael Jackson for the Michael Jackson Worldwide Fan Club.
Hi Ayi, firstly I just wanted to say thank you for talking to us today. Now Michael is loved all over the world, including in China. Now I know that you love Michael, but tell us, when did you become a fan and how did it happen?
I've been a fan of Michael Jackson since I came to know him. That's when I was about 10, 11 years old. I was in China. I got introduced to his music by a very, very good friend of mine. And he told us this guy's music and his dance moves, and he's never seen anything like that before. So we went and watched his DVDs of his live shows, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Even from the small screen, I could felt his energy, his vibe, and then how hard he worked on his craft. That everything he did on stage was perfection, was to perfection. So I fell in love with him straight away, and with his music, with his art, even though we couldn't understand a word he was singing about.
Michael has always been loved in Asia, and he said he had a special connection with the people there. Have you seen this in China? If yes, why do you think he has this connection there?
I've seen many of Michael Jackson's early performances on DVDs, on TV, that when he went to Japan, it went mad. And he has a huge fan base in China, in Taiwan, all over Asia. And we just loved him because he was a true artist. He sang from his heart, from his soul. Without even understanding the language, we felt him. He was his art because he put 100% everything into what he did, and the fans can feel that when it's coming from the heart. And then we didn't really know what was going on in the West. We didn't really understand the politics or anything happening outside, but he was just an artist to us. He was a very loving artist who loved his art form, who was very dedicated to what he did, and that dedication showing through what he did. And obviously as fans we really appreciate what he put out to us, and he has put 120% effort in everything he did.
We feel that Michael was the most humanitarian of artists, with his contribution to charity being nearly as big as the man himself. Now, I know you've done a lot of charity work. Tell us, is that something maybe Michael has inspired you to do?
Definitely. Michael Jackson, I've always known him as not just a great artist, but someone who has always been giving, very charitable, and that really has inspired me because he's always singing about healing the world, taking care of the children, and making us look at poorer countries where, you know, people don't even know or notice. But he brought these issues to his music to the bigger stage, and it definitely has inspired me to do more work and do good for others, because there's always somebody out there that's less unfortunate than you, and life is about giving, and the more you give, the more you will get back.
Ayi, would you ever consider doing a cover of one of Michael's songs? And if so, which one? Now, I know you've also been working with R&B singer, songwriter, producer Steve Russell Harts from the legendary group Troop, that I'm also a huge fan of, on a duet for your upcoming album, Rebirth. Now, as Stephen also happens to be a huge Michael Jackson fan, maybe there's a possibility of even a duet of one of Michael's songs with Stephen.
Well, I've never thought about it, like doing a duet with Steve Russell of one of Michael Jackson's cover, but now you've brought the idea to me, so it could happen. I will, definitely want to talk to him about it. But which song to do? It's a difficult question because, he's got so many great songs. But personally, for me, I've always loved that song called You Are Not Alone. It's a slow ballad, and I've loved the song because whatever the message of the song, I feel like as an artist, it can be quite a lonely job, and sometimes you feel like nobody understands you. And him saying you're not alone makes me feel like, you know, he understands. And plus, he's one of the biggest artists in this whole world, and who can be more lonely than he feels at times. You know, we can never understand. So if he can feel so alone, I mean, I can feel so alone. I don't feel so alone anymore, knowing that we all can feel like that sometimes. So I absolutely love this song.
We believe you've also filmed a video with Brazilian star Ayi Jihu that's been linked to several World Cup promotions called Illumina. Now, when you mention Brazil and the video, the first thing that comes to my mind is Michael's "They Don't Care About Us." Now, I know you filmed your video with a dude in Brazil. Did you get a chance to visit the location where Michael filmed his "They Don't Care About Us" video?
Yes, oh definitely. I did get the opportunity to go to the place where Michael Jackson filmed "They Don't Care About Us." On the staircases, you know, the Oladom, the whole place. When I was there, they told me this is where Michael filmed the videos. There was loads of souvenirs around places that saying Michael, this was where he filmed it, and I was very excited because as a Michael Jackson fan, to stand there like thinking that he was there before, it was pretty awesome. And yeah, the song that I collaborate with Brazilian artist Edu Casanova, Illumina, it's been received very well right now, and we're releasing it just for the World Cup, and I'm really looking forward for this single release.
I believe you also have an upcoming video that features Tito Jackson. Did you enjoy working with Tito? I mean, my God, you're working with Michael's brother. And did you maybe get a chance to speak to him about Michael's influence on you?
You know, when I knew I was going to be working with Tito Jackson, I was just like, really? Because I would never meet Michael Jackson again, not in this lifetime. So to work with any of the Jacksons was definitely a dream come true. And I was not disappointed by one bit when I met him, because he was such a gentleman. He was so humble. He just came and got off the plane and just started working non-stop. It was very inspiring and very humbling experiment to be working with Tito. And as you know, and I think everybody meets any of the Jackson families, they will bring up Michael Jackson. I mean, I tried not to, but it was impossible. I had to tell him about how Michael has influenced me, from coming from such a small village from China and to here today and to be working with Tito Jackson. And he was like, wow, you know, I hear people talk about brother all the time. It's amazing to see his influence to going through every single corner of the world, even a small village like where I come from. And it's amazing for him also, he said, to hear all these inspirational stories that his brother has been for other people. And yeah, and I really enjoyed talking to him about Michael, and I just cannot wait to show you guys the single we've collaborated. I'm very proud of it, and as you can imagine, working with the Jackson, definitely a dream come true.
June 26, 2009, one of my most saddest days, and probably one of the saddest days for all Michael Jackson fans. Tell us a little about that day. Where were you and how did it affect you?
That day when Michael Jackson passed away, I remember very, very clearly. I was in Macau. I was still doing shows and doing touring in Macau, and it was very early in the morning. I had a text message from a good friend who knew I was a huge Michael Jackson fan and told me the news. I really couldn't believe it. I mean, I didn't believe what I was reading. So of course I got up straight away and I turned on the TV, and everything on TV was bad news, because it was pretty much unbelievable. I couldn't really quite believe it until I saw the news, and obviously I couldn't go back to sleep, and I just kind of stayed up and thought about all the things that how Michael Jackson has affected my life, and how I got first know him and his music and everything. It was very sad.
It's almost 5 years now since Michael died. Is there anything you would like to say or share with Michael's fans on this subject?
Wow, 5 years, that long, you know, time really flies. I mean, as a Michael Jackson fan, as all Michael Jackson fans, we feel he's definitely gone too soon. And the way he has passed away, you know, I feel like there are people who didn't want him around for whatever reason. But as Michael Jackson's fans, like me, and there are many all over the world, as people who really truly believed in him, we will make sure that's never gonna happen, that he will never really die, because he will always live within us. His spirit, his music, his talent is living through the next generation, and that will never die.
Ayi, what would you like Michael's fans to know about you?
What would I like Michael Jackson's fans to know about me? Well, as we all Michael Jackson's fans, I'm sure on some level they will understand and feel what kind of person I am, because you know, we all loved him so much, and he has his influence has lived through us. And I want them to know that although nobody will ever be another Michael Jackson, and I will never be another Michael Jackson, but I want to do the best I can do and carry on his work, so to speak, you know, trying to inspire as many people as I can and bring joy to people's face, and then bring awareness of things that's happening around the world. And yeah, I will just keep doing the best I can do and do Michael Jackson proud.
I am MJWN. Again, thank you so much, and appreciate you giving up some of your time to talk to us about Michael. It's been a real pleasure. We wish you all the best for your future projects and your upcoming new album titled The Rebirth. And I know that the world will hear a lot more from the name of Ayi Jihu.
Thank you, Paula, for giving me this opportunity. And I want to say a big thank you to all the Michael Jackson fans from all over the world. And I hope you will enjoy the album that I'm putting out later this year called The Rebirth. So, in closing, Michael Jackson, rest in peace. We love you very much, and we really miss you.